Hello, YouTube. I'm back in with another live video. Y'all already know who it is. I go by three different names, but my name is Damian Moody. But sometimes I go by Cashmere Majesty. Other times I may go by Red Riding Hood. Um, so I was sitting over here trying to look through these other books. I just been going through book to book trying to figure out which's going to catch people attention. And I always start on the book, then I send out on to another book. As y'all know, I've been reading Solar Coaster by R. Kelly. Then I was like, maybe I'll read this what is this damn book? I'll read this Felicia Blakely book, The Treacherous Hustle, Hitting a Lick for the Love of Pimp. But I can already tell that book is going to be a bit traumatizing. So I wanted to see what this T-Boss book is like because I done read A Sick Life, the TLC stories on and off the stage or whatever it's called. But I've never read this book. And this is Thoughts by Tionne Watkins, also known as T-Boss from the group TLC. And this book is just a book um full of poems or whatever. All right. It says, when TLC was between arms, I had no way to release my creativity. One night, feeling put out by my boyfriend and wondering about how much women had to go through to make a relationship work, I sat down and started writing poems. I'm pretty was the first. Up until then, I hadn't realized how badly I needed to release what I was feeling inside. They were my thoughts from the heart in my art. The poems cover a whole range of topics: love, relationships, heartbreak, body image, family, society, abortion, and many other things. They each mean a lot to me, and I hope they inspire you, give you a different perspective on what's going on around you, or just help you relax. You'll find a little bit of me in these words, and maybe you'll find a little bit of yourself or someone you know. I reached out to my friends, including my fans, while I was putting thoughts together, and they really inspired me and helped me figure out which stories to tell. Stories about the important people in my life, like my mom, who always been there for me, my family, my TLC partners, Lisa and Rosanda, and those who have all helped me along the way. I had to deal with some stuff, like my relationship with my dad, who left when I was 3, my never ending battle with sickle cell, the bad high school years, my self image problems, and my fight to survive in this crazy music business. Sharing these stories and poems has helped me face big issues in my life. Maybe they'll help you too, or maybe they'll give you a better understanding of who am as a person. I can only express myself so much through my songs on my own, though. I can let you into my heart and mind. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you. Love, Tion. Okay. So this book was made in 1999. This is pre-freeze. One night I was sitting alone in my hotel room at the Mondarian in LA. My then boyfriend had just left me to go out with his friends, and I was upset. I was already feeling down because I was ill, and this just made me feel that much worse. I looked okay on the outside, but on the inside, I felt weak. I just couldn't express myself to my boyfriend to let him know I wanted him to stay with me. I didn't think he would have stayed anyway, which hurt too. It's on the TV, flipping through the channels, and I found a talk show about men who abuse their overweight wives. The women were filled with so much pain and unhappiness. I felt bad that night, but not like these tortured women. When the show's over, I switched off the TV and thought about all the women in the world who feel they are too skinny or too fat, too tall or too short, those who don't feel attractive. We all had something in common. At times, we all felt unpretty, not good enough, lonely, unloved. Why did we feel this way, and how does it start? Most of the time, it's other people causing these bad feelings to surface. Relationships can be a beautiful thing, but they have an ugly side too. I bet you that with the opposite sex, what? I bet you that between us, we know lots of people who have relationship problems, not only with the opposite sex, but also with their brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. So I wrote I'm Pretty for all of us. That was the first poem I had ever written. Then I wrote the poem Wait. Next thing you know, I looked up and I had written 5 poems. They all must flow right out. I called my friend Salida, who was also a writer, and I read her my work. She gave me her words of wisdom and expertise, which inspired me as well. With that, I wonder why not write a book of thoughts? Why not write about things I think about in situations I have seen or heard of? What the hell? I've never been to poetry, but these pieces were from the heart and were my art. I'm the type of person who thinks a lot. I observe people and my surroundings closely. I listen when people speak, and I often read between the lines. All these observations and impressions build up inside me, and ultimately they're expressed through my music, usually. But TLC was between albums, and I had no other way to release myself. Finally, I have found a viable alternative to my music, where my words or experiences cause a reader to see herself or to think about certain situations in life that need to come to the surface or even just to make her relax and clear the air. I hope sharing thoughts will make a positive impact. I know writing this book has been therapeutic for me. Who knows? It might be therapeutic for others too. It has certainly helped me to come to terms with important issues in my life and move on. I also hope that people will have a better understanding of who I am as a person and not just as a member of TLC. I can only express myself so much through our songs. On my own, though, I can let people into my heart and mind. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts. I guess this poem's called I Thought. I watched grown make mistakes, listen, experience, reach, one, love, dislike, gave, help, learn, lost, survive. I thought of all I've been through, yet I stand here still to live. If God has blessed me, and to Him my heart I give, to allow me to get through all I've done, to love me unconditionally as He does everyone. I know I am here for a reason. That's why His grace has covered me. So I hope I get better and better. And believe me, I thought about it. The next poem is called Unpretty. If I were you, I wish we could change shoes because I would make you feel unpretty too. I was told I was beautiful, but what does that mean to you when you're never secure in relationships because your man is always in between? My outsides look happy, but my insides are blue, feeling so ugly about myself. And it's all because you. Other women can't offer what I have to give while you're out having fun. My heart feels like it can't live. When you need someone to be around, I'm always there. But at those times, what happened to which one was it? The one with the long hair? Games people play, and I still stay the same. But at the end of the day, I have myself to blame. It was I who was pretty, and you who was not. Excuse me, I'm reading it wrong. Hold on. It was I who was pretty, and you who was not. Being with those other ones just makes me available and more hot. Back out on the market. This is true indeed that you're with no one. It is I who did succeed, and I am pretty. All right. Seems like some good short poems in this book. So I'll save it on this next poem. Y'all can like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, be notified. And I'll get back to you on the next video.